Hi all, we came up with a new video of data mapper load. So today we are going to see how we can load the data on Salesforce database. Let's start. We have to create a new data mapper for that. So click on this new button. We can give any related name. Like now I want to load the data about the contact and account. So I'll give the post account and contact. DR for DataRaptor. So here interface type will be load and the batch size for now it's not required. If you have the huge records, then we will use this batch up. Then input type will be JSON or you can set as XML or custom. For I'm using JSON, that's why I will be selecting JSON as an input type. Then so S object output will be S output type will be S object. So let's create. So first I'll uh, tell why we use the DataRaptor load. Like we saw before in previous two videos, first we use the data turbo extract, then extract. Turbo extract we use usually when when we have to fetch the data from the single object, and extract when we have to fetch data from the multiple object. And now if we have to load, insert, update the data in Salesforce database, then in that case we will use the Salesforce DataRaptor load. So for the DataRaptor load also the UI will be same. Like here you have to add the object. First I'll click here account, and here you have to select the object name. I'll select the account. Then now we have to give the field which we want to load. So here I will be giving account name, then ID, account ID. While we would typing in this input JSON, you will not get like double quote. So simply you can do like you write like account ID. Then if you are getting this blue suggestion snippet, you can click enter. Otherwise, if you are not getting, then simply you can press Control Shift. Then you will get this blue and enter. Then type, then account number. For now, that's fine. Later we'll see which field we need to add then. So now you can see those fields here. So directly you can select here account, then which field you are mapping with this account ID. So I'll be mapping with the ID. So type here ID, or you can scroll down or search. So you can see here on the top account and all. For now I am adding this only account object, that's why it's showing here. Later I'll add a contact object as well. Then you can see one more tab with the contact one. So add remaining fields. Okay. Yep, we added all the fields. Now go to here preview, and now we have to give the input to load. So we will copy same JSON here which we have given, and I'll paste here. The Rolex. And for now we'll leave this account ID. I'll tell why I'm doing this. Then account type will be prospect. Account number will be random. We can give like this. So now execute this. Yep. If you getting this one account and something ID, then you can say the account record is created. If you are not getting this, that means you error in your DataRaptor. So you have to resolve that error. After that, you can create. So here you are saying this random ID. It's a record ID for this account record. So guess like for now I haven't given any record ID. So it will create a new record of the account. And if you give the account ID, then it will update that account which ID you have given to load. So that this operation was insertion operation. If I give here account ID, let me show the created account first, then we'll update it. Yep, here you can see account name as a Rolex and prospect type, and for details you can see here other details. Eh, let's update this account. I'll be updating this account name. Yeah, now here I'll update the account name as X1 chapter 1. Let's see what will happen. Now I executed it. You can see here we now also we are getting this ID. This will be same for every operation. The thing is, if you are giving the account record ID for a load, then it will update if that account ID is present in our database. Otherwise, it will create the new record. And like you have given the multiple records with some of them containing the record ID and some of not, then it will do like upsert operation, like if it will perform insertion operation for that that records which doesn't have record ID, and it will update those records which contains the record ID. So we will refresh this page, and now yeah, you have updated the previous account. Like that you can insert and update any record. So let's see now how we can load the multiple record at a time. Like now we will see how we can create an account and we can link any contact related contact with this. So for that we have to add one more object here. Click on this and select here contact. Yep. Here is a add link button. I'll show the first thing. If you don't want to create a related account, you want to only create the record for multiple object, you can simply leave this account as it is and go to fields and add the fields which you want to insert. Mm, and one more and the second thing is, if you want to create a contact which are related to the account we are creating or updating, then you can use this add link. So using this link you can connect this account, this contact with this account which we are creating. So here we will be connect using the account ID for the connection. So link object showing this account, one account. Then here we will be using the account ID, this ID. Yep. Then next we have to add fields for the account, oh sorry, contact. So here also we can do. So here I'll give the contact as a array because we will be inserting multiple contacts in a single account record. For now, I'll create the single contact record. After that, I'll show. Uh, I'll create the multiple contact record with the single. So, partial, and here you can give random. So, yep. Now execute. Now here you can see we are getting only the account ID. So that means the contact record is has not created. So if you click this, you can see the error why it's not creating. The error is you can't create an account or contact using the individual record type because you are org has enabled the personal account. So the thing is if you enable the personal account, then you can't create a contact with the individual record type. The default record type is individual record type. So we have to give to tackle this error, we have to give here the record type ID as well. So for we want to create this business record type, business contact, sorry, business record type contact. So for that we have to do one more step to tackle here in the fields, in the contact tab, add one more field with the record type, record type ID, and here record type ID, this one. And in the default value you have to give the record ID for the business record type. For that you can simply go to the socle editor, otherwise you are using the inspector, you can go to the data export, or if you haven't, if you don't have data export extension, you can simply go to the developer console, and in developer console you can go to query editor and you can type here the query, select id comma name from record type. So if you execute this, yep, you are getting this all the records. So here you can see business. So we want this type of contact If you we want to create the business type of contact, so you can copy this ID and simply paste. Simply go to record type ID and paste in the default value. Now if you execute this, you can see we are getting two things, contact and account. So you can say the contact also created. So that's how we can tackle that error. If you click on this contact, you will route to the contact record page, and here you can see the Saad Patil as a name, contact name, and account. It's linked to the Rolex chapter 1. So that's the thing, and we'll try with the one more record. Now what will happen? If you execute like this only, it will create one more contact record for the Saad Patil and Anil Patil with the names Anil Patil, first one and this one. So if you want to avoid the creation of the multiple record, then you can simply give here ID to update it. Like if you don't want to create the multiple contact, then which how I said before, you have to provide here ID. But for this, before we have to map that contact ID in the fields. So here you have to add one more, not here, in the contact tab, add one more field with name ID, and here ID, right? Now go here and copy this ID. You can see here, or you can copy from that record page as well. To copy from record page, you can go here on the record page, and you can see here this is the record ID. So now if I execute this, what is the error? Use one of these records. So we were trying to create the multiple record. So create, if you execute this like this, we are not giving the ID for this previous created record. So it will doesn't like update or match this, because uh, there is some pre-built duplicate rules. We have to first deactivate that, otherwise then only we can create the contact records with the same name and all. So for that, you can see here one contact is created, which is Anil Kumble. I'll show you. If you go here, you can see Anil Kumble, but we are not. It's not creating, updating this, creating this Saad Patil account. So for that, if you don't want to create the multiple contact name with the same last name, first name, or email ID, then leave it, and you can give here ID. Simply give the ID of your contact. I created this record as well, so we have to give record ID for this record as well. So here it is. Now I execute, then yep, you are getting both the IDs. So if you want to create the multiple contact with the same name and ID, then you can do one thing. You can go to setup and type here duplicate, and you can see here duplicate rules. And if you click this duplicate rule, you can see here object as a contact and identify contact the duplicate other duplicate contacts and leads. So click on this and just deactivate this. Now you can create the multiple records with the same name. Like if I remove this, then only it will create a new contact. Yep, I'll execute this. Then also it will create the contact. But now if I go here, this contact, and I'll go here, and you can see here in the related contact there will be two Anil Kumble and Saad Patel record, because we had deactivated that duplication, so it will allows us to create the multiple contact with the same name and ID, same name and email ID. So you can create the multiple accounts as well, like this, which I created this. So you have to give here array of the accounts. Likewise, you can create the multiple account as well, and you can map the related ID with the related contact with that account. Yeah, that's it for this video.